My name is Arad. I am a dancer at ADE18 Amsterdam. It's a dance company. I think around 3 years ago I discovered clubbing and I started going to raves. Also there I met Bogomir.
My name is Bogomir Doringer, born and raised in Yugoslavia, these days known as Serbia. I experienced dancing in Belgrade during the bombing in '99, where we really danced. We created this mass, this crowd together. And for me, the dance was always political.
And I started following his research, I Dance Alone. And it was really nice to me because he could contextualize and intellectualize my experience that was so strong.
I started filming parties from a bird's eye view, filming crowds, how they transform. And my theory was that by watching the crowd, you can actually say a lot about the social political environment. Is the dance for sexual empowerment? Is it man only? Is it actually a political movement?
Then he immediately mentioned that we should include Bassiani in it, and I was very happy. It was a few months later that they had the raid in Tbilisi, and then he called me and he said, okay, now we really need to push this project and we really need to make it happen.
What happened in May was exactly the consequence of the very regressive and inhumane policies the Georgian government is running. We offered to procure the drug tests, like where you can check the quality of a drug. And that was refused, and instead of that, that made this big special operation, demonizing young dancers like drug dealers, basically for nothing, like for micrograms of substances, which is not even enough to get you high. They thought that the dancers, these junkies, would go home and go quiet, but it doesn't happen like that. They greatly miscalculated. By pushing us even under the underground, they pushed us out. 14,000 people went in front of Parliament. There was a very good music, free public rave. There were people in my parents' generation saying like, oh, I thought this techno music was so terrible, but it's so nice actually.
I'm Georgi from Tbilisi, working at Bassiani, promoting the first and biggest LGBT party in Georgia, which is called Forum Nights. It was very natural that all of us united in one day. It actually took several hours for us to become 20,000 people. We were, at the end of the day, very grateful to the police who did what they did with us, because yeah, it only strengthened us. Now everybody's clear, not only in Georgia, that you better don't mess with dancers.
I think what's so important about Bassiani, particularly in Georgia, is that it reminded us that unity is possible, that we don't need the big political campaigns and this verbal brainwashing of crowd in order to create a movement. By empowering people through participation and dance, you can also empower them to step out and fight for their rights. I think this story is very relevant today because we are in a discussion about the right-wing parties, about race, about sexual harassment, about LGBTQ+ rights. So this is all what somehow this club is standing for.
Maybe we can't reach the point of absolute equality and absolute liberty and solidarity, but in the process of reaching to this point, maybe we can reach some really interesting and good stuff, which is good for us, for the society, and for the people generally.